What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back some more Elder Scrolls Legends. Playing some weird deck that I felt like making today. I named it Glass Cannon Archer. It's basically a strictly worse aggro deck that tries to focus on things like Berserker of the Pale, Bog Lurcher, Lumbering Ogrim, Ulfric Zealot, stuff like that. Just trying to get some big creatures on the board, hit face, and try and win the game as quickly as possible. Other aggro decks are just going to be strictly better for the most part. But I kind of wanted to try to get this going, just to see how we could do. And I also was interested to see how Northwind Outpost interacts with Berserker of the Pale, since things like Bruma Armorer and High Hrothgar work together in a beneficial way. I was kind of hoping to see how these cards work together. And we also have Rage sprinkled in there, just for fun.
This should be good.
Guess we'll see if he has his first Drain Vitality.
If I fall,
Nope, but he's got something just as good. And we're going to be just top decking cards that are at the end of our curve. I played one test game with this deck, and my opening hand was like Mighty Ally, Morkel Gatekeeper, and then I drew Swiftwing, 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 Tazcad, Cradle Crush into Northwind Outpost for the loss. So that was a super fun game. Hoping we can do a little bit better this time. I usually play the very first game with the deck, but I actually wasn't at my computer when I made this deck, so I got my test game in. Now we're going to see how it goes. Okay. I'm going to play this big boy out of the way of the Sanctuary Pet, although I'm sure we're still going to lose it. This is where we can start seeing some shouts on his part.
I'll lead my family to glory.
Oh, he's going for Astrid, okay. If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me.
I smell the stench of the living.
Oh no, okay. The greedy play is just to play this, but if he has Leaf Lurker, I get supremely punished.
There's nowhere they can hide.
I'll make the slightly safer play, although it feels way worse.
I am a child of darkness.
Oh, okay.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
Hit for 10. I want to play this girl out, but I'd rather be able to double rage.
The city is safe in my hands. Your pain is
Okay.
no one safe from me.
More than likely just be going for the rage next turn.
I smell the stench
stench
of the living.
Him giving me an extra target is good. Oh, that's extra good, actually. Okay. Next turn we can start restocking with Berserker and Ulfric Zealot. And we'd actually be able to get the breakthrough that we're wanting to try for here. Potentially. But we got our Ogrim doing work
I am
here.
a child of darkness.
This one offers something tasty.
I'm probably just going to go for another rage, actually. Although, I can just go face and then take 5 damage.
A fine battle.
There's nowhere they can hide.
So that worked out pretty well. Ogrim did a ton of damage. That was a super quick game, so let's go for another one. That was decent results. We didn't get to go for any of our Berserker shenanigans that we were trying to go for. But we did a whole bunch of damage with Lumbering Ogrim, which I think is a pretty good card that doesn't really get enough credit for how good it truly is. 7-4 for 4 is not bad. When you're aggressive, you're not always trying to hide things in the Shadow Lane. Cover isn't as important all the time. Obviously, if you're behind playing Lumbering Ogrim, you kind of just continue being behind. But other than that, I think it's pretty decent. Berserker of the Pale is in our opening hand, which is cool. Playing against an Archer. We will put these two back. We'll keep the Berserker. We now have double Berserker. There is potential if we can draw our Northwind Outpost. We can find out how the interaction with Berserker, Northwind Outpost, and Underworld Vigilante works.
May you walk on warm sands.
Good tidings, citizen.
And having those three together plus Unstoppable Rage could be pretty nuts.
What have we here?
Okay. I'm just going to play this under the pretense that I'm assuming he's Rage Archer, and we're just going to want to swing as much as we can.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
My scales move in shadow.
So we have to trade into this, unfortunately.
I will fight for my hold.
The good thing is, as long as he doesn't get a lethal guy down this turn, even if he has Archer's Gambit, as long as it's not lethal, this Bog Lurch is going to be able to do some work next turn.
Move in shadow. I live for this.
Okay, so we've got a 10-2 Bog Lurcher on the board that he has to answer basically right now, or he's in a lot of trouble. We've got Rage coming up in a couple turns. I'm going to hang on to our Underworld Vigilante. Does he have a Gambit too?
My scales move in shadow.
Oh, it's pretty flawless for him.
I will fight for my
Ready to
hold.
join the circle.
It's alright, we'll just continue going face. That was pretty much the nuts for him. I think he would have been pretty much close to dead. Oh my god, and the ward on that.
I live for this.
My destiny is for the living.
Let's just go for that. We have potential for lethal next turn, even with him getting 4. Him getting the ward there was literally the luckiest thing that could have happened, because Underworld Vigilante would have been able to just kill him and we would have continued going face and punished the incredibly slow 6 magic a turn. But Mundus Stone is Mundus Stone, and those things are going to happen.
Do not stand in this one's way.
Cliff Racer's decent, not great.
If I fall, the haste will reclaim me.
Okay. I actually still have potential for lethal with Bog Lurcher. If I rage this turn.
I live for this.
As long as he can't shackle me, I win.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
A fine battle.
He would have needed another ward to save him there. So that's a couple quick games with what I'm calling Glass Cannon Archer. Like I said, I don't think it's a great deck, but I think if you can have games like that, it can be kind of super fun. But yeah, definitely super interesting games. I'm gonna try it a little bit more in the coming next couple days. I don't know. At the end of the month, it gets weird for me, and I start wanting to play some really weird decks. I know this was a shorter video, but honestly, I don't have a lot of time to record tonight. It's already pretty late when I'm getting this recorded, and I want to make sure I got you guys a video for Sunday, as I'm continuing to render the rest of the Clockwork City Master Mode playthrough. So forgive the shorter video today, but I wanted to bring you guys a little bit of a wacky deck, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, and maybe try it out yourselves and let me know what you guys think. But That's going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm DragonTamerBlayde, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.